Hey guys, this is Module 7, Lesson 3 Problem Set. Use the RDW process to solve the problems below. Use a letter to represent the unknown in each problem. When you are finished, share your solutions with a partner, discuss and compare your strategies with your partner's strategies. So we're not going to do the partner stuff, but we will go over how to do these answers. So, number 1. Monica measures 91 milliliters of water into 9 tiny beakers. She measures an equal amount of water into the first 8 beakers. She pours the remaining water into the 9th beaker. It measures 19 milliliters. How many milliliters of water are in each of the first 8 beakers? So, total, I'm going to draw a tape diagram. Total, there are 91 milliliters of water. We don't know how much water was put into the first 8 beakers, but we know that the last beaker has 19 milliliters. So this will be 19, and we don't know this. So, to figure out how much water was put into the first 8 beakers, we can now do 91 minus 19, which will give us 72. So now we can make another tape diagram. In total, this one is 72 milliliters. And we need to break it up into 8 equal parts because it's for 8 beakers. And one of these parts is what we're trying to find. So we are going to call that, let's call it B for beaker. So to figure out how much water is in each of these beakers, we know that there's 72 milliliters total. We can do 72 divided by 8, because 72 is the total amount of water and 8 is the total number of beakers, equals B, and 9 would equal B. So there are 9 milliliters of water in each of the first 8 beakers. There you go. Moving on to number 2. Matthew and his dad put up 8 6-foot lengths of fence on Monday and 9 6-foot lengths on Tuesday. What is the total length of the fence? So first we need to figure out the total length for Monday. I'm going to draw a tape diagram. And they put up 8 6-foot lengths. So we are going to separate this into 8 equal parts. And one of these parts is worth 6. It's 6 feet. So we are trying to figure out what the total is. So to figure this out, we can do 8 groups of 6, which gives us 48. So that's for Monday. Now we still have to figure out Tuesday. So I'm going to do the same process. looking for our total. And there were, let's see, 9 6-foot lengths on Tuesday. So I need to separate it into 9 equal parts. And each part is 6. So to figure out what the total, we can do 9 groups of 6, which gives us 54. Now, to figure out what the total length of the fence is for those 2 days, I have 48 and 54. And we're going to call that F for feet. So we can do F equals 48 plus 54. And when you do that, you'll get that F equals 102. And we're looking at feet. So the total length of the fence is 102 feet. And there you have number 2. Moving on to number 3. The total weight of Laura's new pencils is 112 grams. One pencil rolls off the scale. Now the scale reads 105 grams. What is the total weight of 7 new pencils? So, when you're looking at this, first, we have to figure out how much one pencil weighs. When we do this, we started off with the whole, when they're all on the scale, being 112. But then one rolled off, and then it weighed 105 grams. So we don't know what this is, and this represents that one pencil. So we can do 112 minus 105, which would give us 7. So one pencil weighs 7 grams. Now we can figure out how much 7 pencils would be. And draw a tape diagram. We're going to call this W for weight. And now we need to make 7 equal parts for 7 pencils, and each pencil weighs 7 grams. So W equals 7 times 7. So W equals 49 grams. So the total weight of 7 new pencils is 49 grams. There you guys go. Now we can move on to the next page. Mrs. Ford's math class starts at 8:15. They do 3 fluency activities the last 4 minutes. Just when they finish all of the fluency activities, the fire alarm goes off. When they return to their room after the drill, it is 8:46. How many minutes did the fire drill last? Okay. So I'm going to draw a number line, or kind of a timeline. I'm going to start at 8 o'clock on my timeline. And we're going to go to 9 o'clock. Now with a clock, we typically break it up into fourths. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So for this first mark would be 8:15. Here we would have 8:30, and here we would have 8:45. Now, we have to figure out what time the fire alarm went off. So, they start at 8:15. So we're starting right here. They do 3 fluence activities that each last 4 minutes. So, 3 times 4 equals 12, which means that those fluency activities equal 12 minutes. Whoops. So, 8:15 to plus 12 minutes would give us 8:27. So I'm going to make that right about, use a different color, right about here. And this is 8:27. Okay, so that is when the fire alarm goes off. When they return to a room after the drill, it is 8:46. So they get back at 8:46. So we need to figure out this time. So we're going to use D for drill. And to make this easy on us, let's first look at 27 to 30 is how many minutes? That would be 3 minutes. So we could have D equals 3 plus, now 8:30 to 8:45 is 15 minutes. So 3 plus 15. But we still have this 1 extra minute that we have to add in there. So 3 plus 15 plus 1. So when we do that, we get D equals 19. So the fire drill lasted 19 minutes. And there you have that one. Oops. Moving on to number 5. On Saturday, the baker bought a total 150 pounds of flour in 5-pound bags. By Tuesday, he had 115 pounds of flour left. How many 5-pound bags of flour did the baker use? Okay, so first we need to figure out how much flour the baker used by Tuesday. So we're going to use a tape diagram. In total, our tape diagram is going to equal 150 pounds because that is how much flour we started with. Now, by Tuesday, he had 115 pounds left. So we're trying to first figure out what this is, how much he used. So to do that, we can do 150 minus 115, and when we do that, we will get 35. So by Tuesday, the baker used 35 pounds of flour. Now we need to figure out how many 5-pound bags of flour that 35 is. So we're going to draw another tape diagram. Total, this is 35. And we know that 1 is worth 5. Now I don't know how many we're going to have in here, so remember I use my ... And we're going to make this a B for Baker. So to solve that, we do B equals 35 divided by 5. And when we do 35 divided by 5, we get 7. So the baker used 7 5-pound bags of flour. Okay, guys, this is the last one. Fred cut an 84 centimeter rope into 2 parts and gave his sister 1 part. Fred's part is 56 centimeters long. His sister cut her rope into 4 equal pieces. How long is one of his sister's pieces of rope? So first we need to figure out how long the rope that Fred gave to his sister was. So he started off with an 84 centimeter rope. And he cut it, and he got 56 centimeters, but we don't know how much his sister got. So to figure that out, we can do 84 minus 56, and when you do that, you'll get 28. So his sister's rope was 28 centimeters, but she cut her rope into 4 equal parts. So we need to figure out how many parts, or how long one part is. So we're going to draw another tape diagram. In total, this is 28 centimeters. And she cut into 4 pieces. So we need to separate each of these, or this rope, into 4. And I'm going to use an R for rope. So R equals 28 divided by 4. When you do 28 divided by 4, you get R equals 7. So 1 piece of Fred's sister's rope is 7 centimeters long. Okay, guys, there you go. That is how you do Module 7, Lesson 3 problem set.